Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. Welcome to our show, my forever friends. And as far as I'm concerned, potential forever friends everywhere. Thank you for joining us. Pretty soon it's going to be football Sundays, so I'm not quite sure how many we'll be keeping in. But thank you. This is show number 69. I've been trying it to be 69 the past two shows. I kept saying this, but this is really show 69. We got Tiffany here. She's not in the background, but website disclaimer. There we go. We're going to go straight to that. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but that's the kind of show we got. So I just want to let you know, this is to let you please know that you must be an adult. This is to inform you must be 18 years or older to get a reading. If you have a family member that is your elder that's taking care of and they want you, that's okay, because our Indian girl, what was her name? I can't remember, but I am not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. I can only give you information that would come through with your loved ones. And if you watch the show, they always know. They help. We've even seen people going to the hospital. But you are grown up. Anything that comes through, it is your responsibility on how you act upon it. So that's pretty much, and like I always like to do, blah, 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 blah. But there you go. We got it. Before I got a little bit off canter because we went straight to the website disclaimer. What was I saying prior to that? It was 69. That's
yes.
We got Tiffany here. Kandi, she's the one that made the mistake by putting the website disclaimer off. No, I'm just kidding. She's got control of everything, and she will kick you out if you're being inappropriate, because all we want is love, understanding, and it's okay if you do not agree. I want you on our show. That's why we turned it into a variety. I'm not just saying my way is the only way. We would love to hear from any of you that have a special craft. We've had others on here that use smoke. Tiffany uses it, radios. Some of my best friends, he developed some. It is about every single way, feeling, tarots. We had a girl came on and does tarot, which, by the way, knocked it out of the box.
She rocked it. She was the bomb.
She's invited me to do like an expo.
Bless you.
Bless you. Excuse me. I tried not to sneeze. I did.
Yes.
So I haven't met her in person yet, but I'm excited for it. And our author, I'm hoping that she'll be able to reschedule in the future, but I get to meet her this Saturday. I'm back and running, guys. I have done an investigation to a place that has not been open to patrons yet, but I was able to get some history on an old jail that historians are trying to find more information. So I love it that when they were able to pull up some blueprints, that's my favorite part. Is that you guys' favorite part on the show? Is when stuff comes up and it's just like out of the blue, and then they get back to us and they tell us, "Oh my God, my mom told me."
Yeah.
Or
validations, everything.
Yeah. That is so amazing. And including my friend Stephen Huff that made a video about it, calling his mom to have it confirmed. Guys, to me, that is the utmost and in your face of coexistence ever. And that is what we are trying to share with you on this show. Nothing special. The only reason you're seeing anime back there is because Tiffany does it. I don't know how. I just don't. So I don't want a scripted show. We're going to do some changes. Things cost money, and we still want to give love to everybody. In that, I also am going to take a look at the comment section because Karyn, part of our tribe, she can assist you in the chat room. And our girl Rody's not feeling well, so if anybody can please throw out some vibes. After talking to Kandi, she sounds like she's finally getting a hold of that damn COVID. Oh, Valerie's over there. So that means that she's helping. She's part of the 3 old lady tribe. She can help you, and that will be in Facebook. I'm glad that Kandi's feeling better. Tiffany, I'm pretty sure it's starting to feel a little bit less hectic. Takes a couple of weeks of school starting with 4 children going into school now, right?
Yep. 4 children, 2 are in junior high.
Girl, you are super woman. Still doing these things for us, and including, I want to let you know, our next guest is graciously coming on. You all know that this is every single reading is what is the word, cold? I just really found out her
Raw.
name. It's raw. Yes.
Yep.
And I didn't do any notes this time because I had some other things that I was doing today. But she is coming on, and I do know that her husband is so excited to talk to her. But before I get her in, I want to say hello to the people that are in chat. And of course, Chandra's there. Hello, Heather and Mary. And hello, Stephanie. Oh, my goodness.
Our girl, Sandy.
If you weren't there, I would think something was wrong. Hello, Sandy. Karyn, there we go. We got Valerie. I see that we got questions, and I'll get to you guys in that in just a minute. And I got Kathy White. Why does that? Kathy White. I think we did her mom.
Yeah, her mom who knows Betty White, or is
that was the one that looked like Betty White or something.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
There it is. All right.
Yep.
Hello, girl. Thank you so much. Dawn, nice to see you here. And I think I got everybody. I just want to make sure before we got started. Do you ladies have anything prior? And Tiffany, since this is a young lady, which by the way, this young Tiffany is always out helping, working, running around, 5 children and 1, which just, there's no way that I'm going to say she's handicapped because that's not her. She just has to just do things a little bit different than the rest. That's all. And that takes a little bit of special time. And I think that you are besides that, you give your energy to people online. And my understanding, our guest is someone that you entwined with and asked her on our show. Is this correct?
Yes. She overheard me speaking about the show and stuff, and she approached me at the kids' school, and my body lit up with chills, and I said, it's a yes, yes, yes. Whatever you're asking me. So
because it matters. So
it does.
We just like everybody to know how some of our guests make it on the show. And my thing is that it was meant to be one way or the other. So I thought that we'd just go ahead and bring her on up. And her name is Kayla.
Hi.
Hi, Kayla. How are you?
I'm good.
I want to say, I personally, the only time that I have spoken to you is when I checked to make sure your mic was working prior to the show. And I know you heard us talking, but you've been emotional roller coaster today, Kayla.
Yeah.
I've been feeling it all day, and I another reason why I put red on, because my eyes are pretty super bad. I'm swollen. I had some emotions that just could not get over well. And it took me a minute, but I want to let you know that your husband came front and center. And I also want to make it clear that this particular gentleman would never have done this in this lifetime. He wouldn't have believed in this. He would have told you to turn it off.
Okay.
Would you my thing is, Kayla, his attitude is different on the other side, and that you were probably a little bit, worried that he may not agree to this conversation. Does that sound a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. Are your boys with you?
My daughter and my son. Yeah, they're in the other room. They're listening.
Okay, good. I'm supposed, especially. Oh, where'd she go? There it is. This is one of my favorite pictures. I received two. And
Me too.
right
I
here,
like the other one too. Yes.
this one.
Yeah,
right
it shows
here,
his personality.
it so does.
Yeah.
And he was a person that took every day with grace. I want to say that he wasn't an extreme over uptight fella. He was more
Right.
rolling with the roll kind of guy.
Yep.
I'm supposed to tell you that there's no pain, honey. It's the first thing that I'm supposed to say. So remember that I am a medium. I'm not a psychic. And as I'm talking with him, he lets me know things that either you've been thinking or you said out loud to him. Now, just a minute ago, he flashed red. Now, red is let me tell you what those means. I don't know if you might have red around you or favorite color. And red also represents July or January. And I was wondering if you might be able to confirm why I see red.
Well, he was cremated in his red baseball uniform, and we all have the same uniform.
Thank you.
With the matching cap.
I just seen him in the red, sweetheart. So that's why I want to share that with you. Now, another thing is that I know that he is always giving you hugs. So, and I feel like he would walk up and it's like you're doing dishes or you're doing something in the, picking up books or something straighten them up into the living room. It just looks like he steps behind you and gives you a hug. And I feel like this is something of his behavior of what he would do when you were in your home prior to him crossing over. Do you recognize that behavior?
Yes,
hug?
that's true. That's definitely true.
I also want you to know that it seems like he's going down a hallway. Okay, Kayla? And when I go down this hallway, I feel like to the left is a bathroom. Could that be
Yes.
your area? Now
That's well, because he lived with his sister-in-law for a while, and when you go down the hallway to his room, the bathroom's on the left.
And was his bedroom the next one right after that?
Yeah.
He just showing me these things, and that's what I like, is that they give information that you probably I couldn't have Googled you. I didn't even know your name.
Right.
But it's because he wants you to know that he's still around, and that doesn't stop him from going to heaven. Another thing that I just saw was a white bird. So are you associating the dove or a it just looks like a white bird? I know sometimes people say bluebird or cardinal, but I'm seeing it white.
I'm not sure. I just know that when he said that if he were to ever come back as something, he'd want to be an eagle.
That's white.
I know that.
Okay, the color is up on the top. I just want to let you know. I just saw white, and
yeah,
associating with a bird. He hasn't decided to be a bird yet. it's very interesting because he's having a jam session. It's and I don't know sports. It's definitely, I would say, the all-time riggers out there. Who is that? Okay, I think it's Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth.
Yep.
Babe Ruth. Because the only way that I could say that is I know The Sandlot, and I love that movie. And they got in trouble because of the ball being. That's the only way I know that name. But he's definitely hanging out with Babe Ruth.
And I know that's true. I know that's true. He lived his life for baseball.
And I said it the way he said it. Babe
Whoa.
Ruth.
Like the Babe Ruth, the real Babe Ruth.
Kayla, did he ever call you mama? Because I was just, when I was repeating what was being said, he said, Babe Ruth, mama. That's
yeah. Yep.
I
mean, I'm the mother of his kids, so
And I know how hard you're working. I know how the children, he wants them to know how much he loves them. I know that each one of them were on either side of you during the goodbye. Is that correct? Because it looks like they're on either side. One is on one side of you and one is on the other.
Well, they were outside in the car because he had COVID, so they would, at the end, they would only let me in.
Oh, I mean, at his goodbye.
Oh, at the ceremony, yeah.
Yes, that's what he's stating, because I also hear a song, and the song that I'm hearing, I'm going to say that his music of style is like old rock, like I don't like the same family. It's not AC/DC, but it's in that same family of music, because I don't listen to that music either.
Right.
But that's the kind of music that I hear him jamming to. Okay, now, Kayla, you have said yes to everything that I have. Do you believe that I have your husband in front of me, just like I stated? How else would I know, right?
Yeah, I'm totally a believer of that.
Now, it's time to take the burden off of your shoulders. I know that you got a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas, Kayla, and it is not you. You couldn't have changed nothing, and he wouldn't have listened. No way. This wasn't going to be able to be said until I had gotten all the other stuff confirmed, where you will absolutely listen. You are taken on the burden of the change of our outcome, and you aren't God. None of us are. I haven't met God, but there is only one person that has it. He tells me that his grandfather is with him. You were asking who is there on the other side, Kayla. It's his grandfather. And I do know that when he was younger, that was a prominent man in his life. But I feel like he left early in it before your husband had grown, and I don't think you met him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Yeah.
I also know that when you are sleeping, when I walk into your bedroom, and please, I apologize, I am not seeing anything special, or I'm not invading your privacy, is what I mean. But when I go
I understand.
your bedroom, it's almost like I can immediately see you laying sideways on your bed. So I got to say that the bed has got to be in the wrong state when you go through the door.
Yeah.
I know that you're a side sleeper too, because I'm seeing you with your legs crossed in a side motion where you are facing the door wall. Does that make sense? Where the door is, where you can come in. and
Yes.
above that, to where the foot of your bed is where I feel up on the wall is probably a source of light. So I'm going to say a TV.
The lamp is right there. Yes.
Okay, I did say a source of light. That's the reason why I had just guessed on it. I just saw light over there. So he wants you to know that he's hearing, because you're asking, can he hear you? So he's giving you specific moments of when you're going into this room, you know, being by yourself and beating yourself up over things that you couldn't have changed, Kayla. He's very sorry of leaving you in the areas of what do I do next, and how dare you? And that's okay too. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be upset, mad. There's no time frame of when that will stop. I say you are feeling him. He's around. Kayla, have you thought of a tattoo with wings?
Yeah, I was gonna get a baseball tattoo.
And were you going to put the wings on the outside of it? It almost looks like you're going to add these on the background of it.
Yeah, there was a couple different ideas that I had, but that definitely was one of them. Either that or the infinity sign.
Thank you. You can incorporate both of them. You can put it on the ball. That's what he just said. Put it on the ball.
That's a good idea.
And then put the wings on the background. And I do see the red in there. So these are, and I must add that your photo does not show in any way that you are a tattoo girl. I like to make that clear for skeptics that are out there. Oh, you just saw that. No. And looking at your husband, it's not like he's got any of them sitting there hanging out either. But he is, oh. Did you guys got his thumbprint, or were you looking at something that had to do with his hand?
Not sure.
It's almost like I'm seeing the thumbprint, or could you be looking at your hand right now? I know.
Yeah, I was.
Oh my God, he's right there right now, girl.
Anybody can see me. I'm over here, and in particular, I was looking at my thumb, honestly. So these are just some things. Here we go. We are on fire. I don't know how to get it back over there, but there it is. Kayla, do you have any questions? First of all,
no, I'm just really honestly trying to keep my emotions in check right now. But I mean, everything that you've said has hit it right on the dot, right on the money.
I want to let you know that he is currently smelling your hair. I feel like this is something he just loves to do. It's getting up there right in that smuggle, and he doesn't pull it out of the way. It's like he likes to make a curtain of his face out of your hair. And it's that he still coexists. He's okay. And there is something of hidden. Have you guys tried looking for the wallet or something that's brown that's been folded? Is there something missing?
The only thing I have that's brown of his was his mom's rosary that never got, like, I never gave it back to him when he passed away, and I just found it a couple weeks ago.
Was it in?
It was like made of
folded?
Not folded, no.
Something that was folded. That's why I'm saying like a billfold or a book. It looks like something that is folded and it's brown. That's why I was maybe a wallet.
Oh, you know what? Maybe his mitt for baseball, it's folds in half when you store it, like his glove.
Okay, he wants his son to have that.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. It's almost like you're wondering these things or stuff. I just want, and there's something about the socks. So, did you guys always talk about his stinky feet? Does his son also have? Did he follow in his footsteps? Uh-oh, we lost her. Oh, put this Kayla up. Maybe we had to get it. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was just asking, you just showed me socks, like when you go wearing baseball socks or whatever, or wearing socks. Did he have stinky feet? And his son does too? Just bringing it up. Did
he have stinky feet? I think we might be going in and out on her.
Oh, no. Well, if that goes in, is that her emotions that I'm hearing?
Yes. I hear snifflings.
Kayla, I hope that this helped a little bit. I want to let you know that I do see something to do with a relocation. I'm hoping you can hear me. I hope she can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, I don't.
You're breaking up really bad. I can barely.
Okay, I just want to let you know that for some reason I see you being relocated. And not to be scared or upset. I think that this is the turning point of being helped, and that some assistance is coming your way. So we never even talked about the financial struggle that you're experiencing. And I just feel like it's going to take relocating, and I feel like it's going to be up, nothing but ups, looking up from there. Okay. So, and I'm one that was thrown out of her house and didn't think that that was going to ever be anything that could be in benefit for me, but it was. So I want to let you know that it's probably going to come abruptly or reluctantly, but it is the best for your family, and just go ahead and go with it. And then things are going to be looking straight up from there. Okay. And I don't know what to tell you, but somehow, some way, I don't know, but I feel like you got money coming your way, like it was neglect or something that was off to the side. And when I say to the side, I feel like it's coming where you least expected it coming from, like being awarded it.
Okay.
Okay.
I definitely could use the help.
Everybody can, and look,
Yes.
and I don't need to ask you, because I do know that he shows me a blank will, so I know that you didn't have any of that stuff set
Yeah.
up. And it was before he got it, because he does show me him doing day by day. So he procrastinated on a life insurance policy. And so these are some things that I see that is going to be so scary. But I do see help coming your way, and that it's not going to be as hard as it definitely could be, or how you were expecting it to be. Okay.
Oh, that's so good to hear.
Thank you.
I know it's hard to say okay and thank you when you're still struggling right now, but you recognized everything that I said to you. Have trust that he's giving you something of the future, and that it will occur. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
You are my forever friend. I hope that you I hope that you are happy that you came on the show and spoke with your husband. And I see both the rings together. So do you got your ring with his ring? Are they on a necklace or something?
No, we didn't have any rings.
Oh, wow.
Um,
I'm seeing something like, so do you got a necklace that could have the shape of a ring, like a circle?
yes.
Okay. It's okay. And having two of them on the same Could it be with 2 loops or the infinity sign? Because that would be also 2 circles put together.
Sort of. It's more like I had a necklace that he had hanging in his truck, and it had, I guess, a ring on it, and it had like a baseball bat and a hat, but the way that it sits is kind of familiar. It would be familiar with that.
Thank
Aw.
you. I appreciate you understanding how hard it is to see it through these eyes, looking at theirs.
Yes.
I do. Thank you. And the whole thing is that it's messages for you. And I just want you to know that he is with the children. He loves them, helping them sleep. So he needs them to know that how much he loves them. It's not just a message to you, but take it easy.
Okay, thank you.
And stop beating yourself up of woulda, coulda, shoulda's, because
Yes.
it happened the way that it was supposed to. I don't have the answer, but it definitely wasn't something that you could have changed.
Right.
Okay. You're my friend,
Okay, thank you.
Kayla.
We
Thank
love you, Kayla.
for your time out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Aw.
Wow.
I tried not to cry the whole time.
Was that is that a fresh one too? Because he did a really good job at communicating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it happened last year, if I'm not mistaken. She said last year, so it was
That's
fresh.
pretty fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask because that's not my. I try not to ask certain questions that don't pertain to me.
Right,
Oh.
right.
All my comments, just everything just left. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm learning. My computer likes to do things of themselves.
All right. We've got a couple of questions in the chat.
Let's do it.
The first one's from Mary Lester. She says, hello, ladies. Do I have a message from my mother, Rose, on the other side?
Okay. Mary, this is very interesting because the first thing that I get when you're asking this question is like, I see the kitchen. And to me, you're making dishes, of course. And I'm not saying that it's straight up her recipes, but I just feel like one of the things is like stepping back on the salt. So I feel like you're doing that with the recipes. It's not that I feel like you need to do it. I feel like you're already making those changes. And keep going, kid. So I want to let you know that your mom definitely is very proud of you. So I would say that you have overcome some things. Maybe it has something to do with health, especially when we're trying to pull back on sodium and make different recipes. You're thinking of your health and your body. And that's exactly what I believe your mom is telling you. So you're doing a great job at it.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
I don't have to say that she loves you because you know that.
Chandra says, are my feelings about someone's intentions correct, or am I overthinking things? And I know you're not a psychic, Katrina.
Correct. Chandra knows that too. But Chandra is also intuitive. And I believe every single human body that's been done is intuitive, however you want to put it. And you need to stick with your feelings. I'm not going to go against those. No,
Yeah,
overthinking
I
it.
agree. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was easy.
Yep.
Easy one. Dawn wants to know if she'll find love again.
Hell yeah, you're going to find love again. I believe that love comes all in different ways. And that whether it is you falling in love with a good friend, but I do believe that you mean a companion, and I find you with a companion. I don't see you alone. So everything, and Dawn, you're that kind of girl that, you see the beauty in not the obvious. I know that's weird to say, but that's also a great virtue.
Go for it.
By yourself.
Go for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, we've got another one. Danica wants to know if Danielle has anything to tell her.
I got a person that keep going, like being your cheerleader. I feel like this person is a it's half full type of person that no matter what happens, it'll get better. And I feel like you may be needing that right now. You might be feeling a little down, and that would be the thing why I'm seeing that quality in Danielle. So please know that tomorrow, this is so weird. I cannot. The sun will come up tomorrow. Bet you bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. I don't know the rest, and I can't sing. But that's what I'm getting for you, hon, and I hope you understand that. And I hope that anyone that gets a message or their question answered, if you could at least give us an idea, even if you say, "Bitch, you're wrong." I don't care. Go ahead. I'm doing my best here, but without feedback, it kind of feels like it's just empty answers. So help me out, guys.
Right.
What else we got?
Dawn said yes. Thank you.
Thanks, my girl.
So, yeah, you're on. You definitely got that one right. And Chandra said, okay, thank you very much.
Chandra, you do. You just
so
need
yeah. We do have Tiffany in the back. So let me bring her up. Hey, Miss Tiffany.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. I was on a few weeks ago.
I thought that face.
I remember you.
Familiar. I'm so sorry. I see so many people, but the smile did look familiar. And it doesn't mean that I forget. It's just that it's what can I help you with today, Tiffany?
Yeah, you had a tarot card reader on at the time. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. I forgot her name too. But
I have trouble with names.
Great.
I just want to know what in the world has planned for me, because it has just been chaos since like April. So
welcome to the club. It is going radiant. I think that there's a shift, and if this makes it feel a little bit better, Tiffany, you're not in the boat by yourself. And I feel like I think it has a lot to do with Earth. I think that it's time. I've been to many places, and I'm seeing chaos in the background of yours. It's almost like I see it happening in your home, and that could also be, raging energy from Mother Earth. I know that sounds crazy, but I've been seeing Indians coming out. I'm Native Indians. I did not mean to insult in any way. I'm talking about Native Indians. I call them watchers. And I just came from someone's home that they were just all over it. I'm not quite sure. I think that there's a shift in our energy and the way that our planet is positioned. And it don't do no
portals
good.
Opened up.
Your ass got rock behind you. Rock has energy in it. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised that there's emotions running high in your home. I wouldn't be surprised of the animals being a little erratic.
I got one that's always crazy, so it doesn't matter what the earth is doing. He's just crazy.
So just you hearing and seeing some of the things that I see in the background of your home, I would say that there is paranormal and issues that are going on. And to know that it's not just attacking Tiffany, and to know that it's just a natural thing that is happening and Tiffany is in the middle of it, hopefully will help a little bit.
Well,
But
my mom just had a stroke in April, and I am her legal guardian, her conservator, her healthcare advocate, and she's has dementia.
I
very
remember you saying that.
emotions running high. Now that you're stating it, I do remember a little bit of those. That's where
Yeah.
emotions are running high. And with all the energy at your home, that just compounds it. I know that this is very hard because our dear my friend Rody is under the same situation, is helping her mom, and they're going through some
Oh,
it's
it's hard.
horrible disease, you know.
On
And
top of a new job, and it's just been kind of, and no help from my sisters, so that's been lovely.
I know that this is going to sound a little crazy. I can't take away those things from you, Tiffany, but I believe that if we could take away some of the energy that I see going on in just where your home is, that might help with your emotions being on high alert constantly. And one of those would be to give offer an apple, an orange. It doesn't matter. Nuts cost money, so that's why I'm going with the cheaper end. But it's about giving back. I would find, and I'm being told that there is a water source in your backyard. Is this right?
We have little nasty areas all over of water, so we have like marshes and stuff like that.
I want you to go to the first one. And what's very interesting is that I'm seeing grass that's got to be at least 12 inches tall. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, almost all of them are like that.
The very first one that comes out of the tree line. Does that help to narrow it down now?
Kind of, yeah, they all have a tree line.
Okay, it's the closest to your house to that one, not
Okay.
further out. And the trees that I'm seeing, they look like they're only about this wide,
Yeah, they're not very big.
and they're grayish in color. Is this correct? The bark.
Yeah, they're kind of dying off because they're in a swamp. So, but they're in really mucky dirt where you can't walk out there. You get stuck.
But you can throw the apple out there. It's about, I just see where that's the source of its energy. I feel like it's the most noisiest. That's so weird. So when you go out there, pay attention to the wildlife, the sounds. I feel like it's loudest. And that is where the energy pocket that I feel will help peas this energy a little bit. And I do it on a full moon. It's just saying thank you. I've had to say this to another person. That's why I think that there is a shift going on. This will help that going on. I can't change your life, and you just got a full boat, Tiffany.
Oh, I did.
You're juggling quite well. To take away that variable will make it a little bit more pleasant. Unfortunately, I have a male. Would that be your father that I'm speaking to?
I don't know. I have a biological father that's alive, but my dad I grew up with is still here. And I have a stepdad that's gone.
This one has a rounder face. The face is his cheeks are fuller, and he's got like a little bit of a dimple in the chin. I would say like a sandy brown, but not real dark hair, but not real light in between. But the hair on his face is dark. But he's got a little bit of an indentation right here on his chin. It's not rounded. It's got this, not like Michael Jackson or nothing. It's kind of like mine. I just got a little tiny one here, and his cheeks are fuller, and he smells good. So I just want to let you know that this is a man that is stepping in and telling me about your mom. So if it's not your dad, let's go to grandpa, because that could be her father.
Oh, he had a really skinny face.
Okay, so then it's not him. But I just want to. What about a brother?
Nope, he's still here. The only one I can think of with a dimple is my ex's biological dad.
It's okay. Did he have the jaws, the fuller jawline, cheek area?
Yeah, the dimple, a little dimple.
I just want to let you know, this is a person that is about to tell me, I'm supposed to inform you that, and you're wondering how long this is going to take. And unfortunately, I see a very slow process. And I got a feeling that maybe the reason why he's stepping up is because I believe that he was a procrastinator and slow in what he does. So if that helps, I always find that there's a reason why a particular person steps in to help you, and you are quite surprised that it's he. But I want you to know, take it slow. It's going to be slow process. There's no way of rushing anything. And does she have, I see a new bed. Do you have the kind of like the hospital bed where they can bring their head up?
Not yet.
So you were on it. Yeah, that I just want you to know that we're on the right stage. He's very aware, and I'm just supposed to let you know, Tiffany, that this is going to be a very slow thing. You know,
Somebody that knows that I'm an impatient person.
but to be aware and to minimize and heighten things that you're experiencing, Tiffany. This should be able to help you a little bit to get your, to deal. That's the thing, to deal, because all the things on your plate can't be removed.
No, it can't. I'm the only one that she has right now to take care of her out of 3 children and, brothers and sisters. I am the only one that stood up and took care of her. So
You said you weren't patient, and I feel like that's going to teach you patience.
Oh, it is having to. I'm having to read books on dementia and stroke, and somebody lost a leg.
Just walk away when you need to, when you're needing those patients. Remember, it's not that she's going to, and I know that sounds bad. She might be upset right then, but she's not going to remember the anger. But you need time, and just step away and give yourself a break, and not. You're doing a great job. You will be rewarded. It's just that it is going to be very slow.
Yay. All right.
Okay. And don't forget to throw out the piece of fruit or anything and just say, I'm here. I know that you're here and that I want to share space with you. You're welcome to say it. It's just giving thanks of sharing this. And you're going to start seeing less.
Yeah, and I have a lot of protectors here that I can feel that are.
That's right.
That are spirits. There are a lot here, especially
the one that you didn't even know was there.
Huh?
Including the guy that you didn't even know why he came. You know, the one with the
dimple.
Yeah. Tiffany, you're our forever friend. Thank you so much for sharing your family with us. And
all right. Well, thank you.
Lots of energy to help you with the plate that you got in front of you. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Heart. Oh, I love this. And I'm seeing Deborah Johnson, Leroy. Those are our in comments. And I think that does it. I do want to share some information with with everybody. I love each and every one of my forever friends and everyone that comes this way. However, I am needing to pay the bills. I do. And StreamYard does cost $300 a year. And I know everybody's hurting. I get this. I do. It's just that we haven't been getting any donations. And so I hope that this doesn't put a sour taste in anybody's mouth, because I do my best to give 100% reading. But we're going to start. I see everybody's dropping off now. But anyway, I'm going to start with a dollar amount. I got a Cash App. We're going to have it in there that if you want to get a reading, and it will be $10. I think it's fair. I'm hoping that you feel like it's worth it. I have no problems with returning your $10 if you walk out of here thinking that you didn't get a good reading. But so far, you can look at 2 years of our videos, watch our forever friends, including the young lady that was here today. There is whopping information that comes from only the ones that know you the best, your loved ones. And it's real. And if you want to ask them, they seem to know. I can help you with that. And I'm just hoping that everyone will understand. I'm back to doing events, and I got a full boat this Saturday. I'm so excited. Other places that I'm going to be at the Black Swan Inn. Kandi may come in. We'll talk about that Tuesday on our meeting. But I just wanted to share that was just something that I needed to do. And I hope that anyone that gets a question answered or any information, that you let us know. I do know that even if you want to answer it in a private, I get those. You guys give me private confirmations, and that how it was too personal. And I'm all right with that, because I can take your name off of it, and that's how I put it into the photos. So I can't begin to tell you how embarrassed I am of having to ask for this, but I got to. So.
Oh, Katrina, you got to eat.
Exactly.
I do.
You gotta eat.
I know I'm a big girl, but I do got to put the food in there. Thank you. I hope everyone understands that. And once again, if you're looking for a session, if you need a reading, I got Wanda Weinmiller. You saw me at the Baytown with Holly. I don't do Cash App, but I love you and thank you. Oh, that's okay. I wasn't. I love
We have PayPal too as well.
We have PayPal, and I'm looking into Venmos. I'm just trying to keep everybody safe, guys. That's the whole thing, is to keep everyone safe. And I don't want your money stolen, and I don't want mine either stolen. So that's why I've been reluctant on using these apps. So I think that I got it on lockdown where they can't get to, the mother load. Woo,
right.
A whole big $100. No, I'm just kidding. When I keep it on lockdown. So Lisa, hey baby. That's your girl. And Chandra, thank you. Eddie, thank you very much for showing up. Thank you, Karyn. And guys, we'll be back next Sunday. I'll probably be tired. I probably won't be all dressed up or anything like that, because we're going to be doing the ghost and readings, but it's always amazing. And Tiffany was there. This is the Lavaca County Jail. We've had those women here, and so we're bringing other people there. I'm so excited. I can come to Baytown. I'm already traveling everywhere. I'm doing events. I'm going to be in San Antonio too, but I'm looking into possibly, if I do one, I'll probably have it in Houston. I'll probably do it in Houston, or do it in Galveston. Everybody loves the energy of 1900 devastation of the hurricane. Trust me, you'll feel it too. So I think we got all the comments taken care of. We got a Courtney Brooke. Yeah, I love the jail.
We had a lot of questions that we may not have gotten to tonight, and if that's the case, I'm really sorry, guys. But stick with us, and we'll try to get you in as soon as we can and as quickly as we can as the shows progress.
And as always, love everyone. You're my forever friends, and you got to know they coexist. So if you feel it, you get that chill, it smells, you want something that reminds you of, or you have that dream. And you might be lucky too, like me. I don't call it lucky. And you see them. You're not going crazy. It's real. It just is. And
Yes, it is.
guys. So there we go. Our variety show. And next week, we'll have a link. You're welcome to have it'll be given to you right off the bat as soon as it's paid for. You can come up and ask any questions if you want to ask specifics. We do life regressions, and we've answered things for your future. Just know that I'm not that, and I will get assistance from your loved ones. So thank you. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. Is there anything that you girls want to add?
No, ma'am. Y'all don't forget to hit that notification bell, subscribe. We'll see y'all every week.
That's
All
it,
right.
Kandi.
Thank you. I always forget.
Love you guys.
Love you, and we'll talk.